These five new Microsoft Teams features will change how you work, from custom sections to audio recaps for meetings and more. Hi, I'm Amy. Let's nerd out. But before we jump in to answer this question on my channel, I'm going to touch this lamp to prove that I'm not AI. Number one is how we can now multitask with pop out windows. So if you find that you are constantly toggling back and forth between different areas on the left navigation here, we can now right click on an icon and go open a new window. This will open up that item in a new window so you can now multitask without toggling between tabs. Number two is how we can organize our chats and channels with custom sections. And the new feature is the ability to add emojis. But most people don't know about this feature, so I'm going to walk you through it. So if you find that your chats area is a bit of a mess, we have our teams and channels. And then down below here, we also have our chats. So what we can do is we can organize them with sections. We can head up to this drop down caret at the top and go new section. Here we can give it a name. I'm just going to call mine new section, but you could call yours like priority projects or priority clients or whatever you want to categorize your chats and channels with. And then we can also add an emoji. So for myself, I'm a big fan of using the colors to organize my content. So I'm going to search for purple, and then I'm just going to select this circle, and then we can go and create. So now our new section has been created, and it's going to be added at the bottom here. So we'll see that we have this new section. So now I can grab a chat or a channel, and I can just drag and drop it into that new section. Alternatively, we can hover over a chat or a channel. We can select the ellipses, and then we can go to show in. And then now we can define which section we want to add that to. So I'm going to go with new section, and we can see that that has now been added. So now if we collapse all of our teams and our chats and our channels, then we can see that everything is nice and organized. And we can also drag and drop these items to the new location. And just notice how those colored emojis can really help you visually see where you need to go. Number three is audio recap for your meetings. Now, just note that this is only available to users that have a Copilot 365 add-on license. But if you do, then this is a really helpful feature, especially if you missed a meeting and you want to catch up on what was discussed, or if you had a very important meeting and you want to go back and refresh yourself on the topics that were discussed. You can generate an audio overview and give yourself a break from the screen. So let's jump on in and take a closer look. There are two areas that we can do this, so let's quickly walk through them both. The first one is via the Meet area on the left navigation. We can select the three dots and then we can search for Meet. It's this one here with the little video icon, so we can select that. And if you are going to be popping back into here regularly, then we can also just right click the icon and then pin it onto our left navigation. To generate the audio recaps, we can head up to this audio recap toggle at the top. And then here we can define a time frame that we want to generate audio recaps for our meetings. So right now in this area, we can just go up to 30 days. I'm going to touch on that a little bit more in just a moment. And then we also have the style. So if you expand this, then you can select if you want executives, newscasts, or even casual. Just note that the casual one here is the longest format. So right now, I don't have any meetings that were transcribed. Now, transcribed is a key word here because in order for this to work, you need to have transcription turned on for all of your meetings. In my demo account, I don't have any here, but if you did have a meeting, then you would be able to see all of your meetings from the past 30 days here, and we can select up to 8 and then generate one audio recap for all of those meetings. And then we could just go and generate, and then you can go back and listen to that recap. So it's a really cool feature. Now, we can also do this at the individual meeting level. So transcribed meetings, the transcription and the recording are automatically deleted after 120 days. So if you do have a meeting from over 120 days ago, then what we can do is we can locate that individual meeting. So I'm just going to head up into the search bar here and search for a meeting that I've had in the last 120 days. And then we can select the meeting here. So from here, we can go to the view recap. So this is going to open up the meeting recap. And you can see here that I am a human casually working from my kitchen while playing around with some Microsoft Teams features. So because this meeting took place before this feature rolled out, we aren't actually able to generate the audio recap. But for your newer meetings, you will see a audio recap button here, and then you can select that and it will create an audio recap for this specific meeting. And finally, I just wanted to note that the 120 days, that might be different in your organization. The 120 is default, but your organization may make that less or make that longer. So that's just the general guideline and baseline for using this audio recap feature. Number four is automatic language detection with interpreter. So interpreter allows us to have meetings with other people that speak a different language without having a human interpreter in the meeting. And with this new update, your spoken language is automatically detected. Now, again, this is a Copilot feature, so you do need to have that add on license. And we are going to be touching on some important limitations at the end. But first, let's take a look at how we can turn on interpreter and what these settings look like. To turn on interpreter from your meeting, you can head up to the three dots on your menu, and then we can go down to language and speech. Then the one we're looking for is this turn on interpreter for me. So here we have our interpreter settings. And the first option here is choose how you want to listen and how you want to be heard. So in my case, I can only speak English and I can only understand English. So I'm going to select English from the drop down here. And then now we get some additional options. So there's this balance volume. I'll let you play around with that and see what you like the best. And then down below, we have where we can choose how your voice is going to sound when it's interpreted into a different language. So if you go with simulate voice, then it's going to temporarily use your biometrics voice data to make that translated voice sound like you. Or if you're not comfortable with that, then you can go with an automated voice and then you can select either Ava, Andrew, or Fable. And there is also just a little test voice down here. Once you have your settings set, then we can go turn on for me. And before we move on to tip number 5, I just wanted to touch on limitations. So with a Copilot add-on license, we get 20 hours of interpretation included per month. So that is just something to keep in mind if you do plan on using this feature a lot. Number 5 is the new threaded layout for channel conversations. So in this channel here, we can see that we have a conversation going as a post, which is the traditional way to have a conversation inside of a Teams channel. However, Microsoft released a new feature which allows us to have threaded conversations. So we'll see that this message here has 2 replies, and then this opens up the conversation in a threaded layout. So a threaded layout can be really great for having a dynamic conversation that is collaborative with your team. Whereas with the post layout, this can be really good for broader, one-way communication or just updates of announcements. I also have a lot of clients that use the post layout to track new updates or even issues that arise within the organization. And then instead of having all of those conversations about the issues happening in email, all of the replies go down here. So then this creates a nice, neat, and tidy area to track all the conversations around that specific item. Now, I think that both of these layouts have a place and they can both work depending on your organization's circumstances. So if you do want to learn more about this feature, they can check out this video here. And also, if you haven't already, then please download my ebook, Navigating Microsoft Passages, so that you can build confidence using Microsoft 365 apps.